Well, came a little later. Hi, everyone. This is audap. Let's continue our game of Xenoblade Chronicles, Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch. Okay, so we finished the main quest, although not everything is done. But let's go ahead and look at the extra story now that we've got all the context. Oh, it's a separate title screen too. Okay, future connected. Let's just go for it.
That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemar.
All right, I'm on my way.
Bionic shoulder.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital, then suddenly a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bon, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
Gameplay differences. Some elements of this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. The most major points will be introduced in the following pages. As you progress through the adventure, instead of chain attacks, you will unlock an all-new system for performing all-out attacks. You'll still require a segment of the gauge to revive fallen allies. In the new adventures, Shulk has lost his power to see visions. This calls for more caution than before when it comes to your enemy's most powerful attacks. Some allies will battle in ways not present before. The skill tree system has been removed. There are further changes, so keep an eye out for them as you play. That's right, little pawns. You'll be fine while I collect a bunch of stuff all around the landscape, right?
Prepare yourselves!
I'm ready!
Take me lightly at your peril.
Give it all you've got, Melia!
Vertical
Shadow Eye!
Summon Aqua!
Isn't going well.
What? Don't you dare give up! Star-searing flames of absolution!
Split Edge! This isn't going well.
Summon
We can do
Copy!
it!
Let us keep up this manifest yourself!
All right, I'm feeling it. Ha! This'll leave a mark. Take your edge!
Victory is sweetest when you can share it.
Let's stay focused.
Nah, no, I've never really played it as her, so not really sure what the right way is. But she's the star of the show. We should probably get used to it.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah!
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk! Help very welcome. More is always merrier.
Oh, it's like Disco Blade. Huh.
We can definitely do this.
Roaring thunder! Threshold bolt!
Stream Edge!
Your fighting spirit is mine!
I'll blow you away.
It's star-searing flames of absolution!
This'll leave a mark.
Legendary Monado.
Witness my power! Miss Lenny!
Great attack.
Things are going to plan. Kino, summon finisher just for you!
Okay, let's
Manifest
finish this.
yourself!
I feel the ether
You in for it.
building within me.
That's called... Oh! Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What? Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionist shoulder.
So...
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in, then. I appreciate it. But... even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino may be better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watched Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dedapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dedapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. not a sister poem. These not scored Nene. Alt is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dad upon a mom upon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
Is truth. One day, out of blue, Dad upon bring Kino home. Said, here is brother pon. That day, nobody make comment. Everyone except Kino. Kino, more happy they could say. That why. That way want to become hero pon and repay debt to family. Kino really sorry.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kino must. You really twist wing, but fine. We'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
Wow, it's a very, like, sweet undertone.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
I mean, the big phallic image? Sure.
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Hero Volcano! It all starts here! Mahey!
The event theater has been added to the title screen. There you can view any event cutscene you've previously seen. You can change the following options when viewing an event. The weather and time of day, not for all events. Character appearances are already acquired, looks only. Okay, Melia, what do we got? Do you have any healing gift? No, okay, we don't carry anything over from the other game. That's too bad. Oh boy, watch that first step. Okay, let's go to Phallic Stone Peaks.
Summon Bolt! Water, the source of all life! Manifest yourself!
Alright, I'm feeling it.
Impulse!
We can definitely
How
do
can
this.
this be? Summon Aqua! Summon Bolt! Vertical! The ether is flowing through me! So this is the legendary
I'm
Monado.
feeling it. Shadow Eye. Split Edge.
Succumb to the power of Wield! Summon Bolt! Summon, we are victorious!
Nice job.
Kino could have knocked that one out.
I have no clue how to use Melia properly.
Yourselves.
I spent 0 time playing her.
Everyone, do your best.
Now, healing Aqua!
Crackle bullet!
Star Series
We can
laser
definitely do this.
solution! Flare Impulse!
Split Edge.
to the power of Earth. Poison Earth. Summon. I see life outside my world is not easy.
Kino plus psychics are non-defeatable.
Piece of cake.
Investigate icons to view the corresponding quiet moment. If you don't already meet conditions for viewing a given scene, feel free to come back to it when you do. Any quiet moments you've investigated will be added to a list found under quiet moments in the main menu's collectible section. You can also use it to check the conditions for viewing each event. Okay. That's right, I forget there's only 3 people in the party.
These flowers, don't they smell heavenly?
Miss Melia is big fan of flowers?
Yes, because of my mother. When I was young, she often asked for my help with the villa's flower beds. How about you, Nene?
Nene also loves flowers very much.
I see. Then we have something in common. Before, when I spoke of them to a Homs friend, she said flowers are nice, but nothing beats a warm dinner. I got no understanding from her. Finally, fate sent me someone I can communicate with.
What Miss Melia say about dinner?
Oh, just talking to myself. The dinner part wasn't really relevant.
But Nene big fan of dinner too. Most of all, pollen orbs from factory in Frontier Village. They so very soft and so yummy scrummy.
Look, that's not... Hold on.
Meme?
When you said you love flowers, did you mean as a foodstuff?
Meh? There is meaning other than?
I should have known. You're one of them. Nene, listen. Flowers are not simply special because they can be eaten. We can admire their beauty, or use them to create ornaments and works of art. And that is a great part of their charm.
Ornaments. Meme? Oh yes, Nene remember. Long ago Dedapon make Mamapon flower crown for Giver's gift.
Ricky did that. That Nopon has hidden decks. In any case, I would like it if you also had an interest in inedible flowers. If you did, then you too, just like your mother in her own day, may know the joy she felt.
Okay, the next time Nene finds flowers that cannot eat, Nene will make pretty flower crown for Miss Melia.
Huh?
To eyes and Nene, Miss Melia look most bestest in blue. What think?
While I appreciate the offer greatly, weren't you originally of the regarding flowers as food persuasion?
Meh? If you make pollen orbs from not eatable flowers, they bitter and not tasty.
Yes, a fair point. It is just as you say. So Nopon see different but equal value in flowers depending on whether they're edible. Maybe it was foolish in the first place to try and choose only one while discounting the other. Well then, I will humbly accept the sign of your affection.
Nene, roger that.
And yet, why do it for me? Won't Kino and Shulk feel left out?
There is very good reason. Nene just want to see smiling face of Miss Melia, bright as sun rays.
Oh my.
Meme? Something wrong? Nene, not say anything weird?
No, not at all. It was just how sincerely you said it. I should take a leaf out of your book.
Meh?
Precious Nene, I look forward to the gift.
Nene pull out all stops.
Although, I would feel a bit awkward were I the only one to wear one. Why don't we make them together and exchange them afterwards?
Mimi? That sounds wonder marvelicious. Is deal. No impact is unbreakable promise.
Yes, naturally.
Now you shall witness our power. So this is
Power
the legendary
Denahon
Monado.
surge through Nene. Miles down.
Summon
This'll leave a mark. Shake your edge.
Manifest yourself. I feel the
Come on,
order
we can do it.
building within me. Star-searing blaze of absolution.
Split
Only
edge.
now have you realized our true power.
Nene need more. More.
Let's stay focused.
Now you shall witness our power.
I'm ready.
Nene weather any storm. Nene ready and able. Summon
We can
earth.
definitely
Look
do
at
this.
Nene
Summon flare.
Ouch.
Flare impulse.
Miles down. Ouch. Summon earth.
Light
Roaring
heal.
thunder. Manifest yourself.
Split edge.
Here go.
Manifest yourself.
No
Flowing through me.
me.
I see life outside my world is not easy.
Piece of cake.
Have to brag to Dad upon once Nene get back.
Everyone, stay on your guard.
Nene weather any storm.
Everyone, do your best.
Now, healing ether is flowing through me.
Hammer beat.
Succumb to the power of earth.
Mr. Shulk.
Take me lightly at your peril.
Give it all you got, Melia.
Here Nene is starting to get toasty. Nene ready and able.
Manifest
I'm feeling
yourself. This is flawless victory.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Have to brag to Dad upon once Nene get back.
Prepare yourselves.
Everyone, do your best.
Power Dad upon surge through Nene.
I'm really feeling it.
Ether is flowing through me.
Miles down.
Light heal.
Take me lightly at your peril.
Give it all you got, Melia.
Searing flames of absolution.
It's almost time for lunch time.
Melia,
Sword
I knew you could.
drive.
Oh no.
Shoot. It happened to anyone.
Thank you.
Now, healing aqua.
Shadow Eye.
Here goes.
Manifest yourself.
Here goes.
Hey,
Vengeful force.
nice heal.
Hammer.
Stay
Split
focused. I fear I have put roaring
Monado.
thunder. Please
Focus
summon
from above.
aqua. So this is the legendary Monado.
Nene's starting to get toasty.
Let us move in for the kill.
Enemy hammer.
For my flesh and blood be healed.
All right,
Here goes.
I'm feeling it.
Summon force.
Here goes.
Summon
Split
aqua.
edge.
Now, healing aqua.
Backslash.
Manifest yourself.
Light
I
heal.
see life outside my world is not easy.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
That feel like run of polar milk.
Everyone, stay on your guard.
I'm ready.
Nene weather any storm.
We can definitely do this.
Manifest yourself.
Nene ready and able. Ouch! Miles
edge.
down.
Succumb to the power of earth.
Hammer flare.
Flare
This'll
impulse.
leave a mark.
drive.
Shake your edge.
Nene
Flawless
not that easy.
victory.
Have to brag to Dad upon once Nene get back.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Roaring thunder.
Protect us.
Water. So this is the legendary Monado.
Light heal.
Here goes. Nene's starting to get toasty.
Summon earth. Manifest yourself.
Nene,
I
ready
feel
and
the
able.
ether building within me. I fear I have
Look
summoned
at Nene,
aqua.
please.
Now, healing aqua.
Here goes. Sword drive.
Summon flare.
Hammer
Flare
I'm
Nene
feeling it.
pound them into pollen. Nene hungry.
We've almost got
Manifest
them.
yourself. Father,
Feel the
I
power!
have become stronger.
Oh, a short detour. Going all the way into nightfall.
Prepare yourselves.
I'm ready!
Nene, weather any storm.
We can definitely do
It's
this!
starting to get toasty.
Now, healing ether is flowing through me.
This'll leave a mark!
Summon
Shake your
earth,
head!
please.
Split it!
Poison earth. Take me lightly at your peril.
Nene needs screen time too.
We are victorious.
Have to practice that upon once Nene get back.
Piece of cake!
Prepare yourselves.
Everyone, do your best!
Nene, weather any storm. Here go.
Succumb to the power of earth.
Slash!
Miles down.
Take me lightly at your
I'm
peril.
feeling it!
Summon flash. Almost there.
Impulse. We are victorious.
That feel like run of pollen mill.
Let's stay focused!
Everyone, stay on your guard.
Nene, weather any storm.
I'm ready!
Manifest
We can
yourself.
definitely do this!
Here go. Sword drive.
Succumb to the power of earth.
Backslash!
Manifest
It's
yourself.
starting to get toasty.
This'll leave a
Hammer
mark!
feet.
Shake your edge!
We are victorious.
Nice job!
Have to practice that upon once Nene get back.
Prepare yourselves.
I'm ready!
Nene, weather any storm.
Manifest
Bernardo.
yourself. I feel the attack.
Nene, ready and
Building
able.
within me. Poison earth.
Look at Nene, please.
Star-searing flames of
I'm
absolution.
feeling it!
Miles down.
Flare impulse. Witness my power.
Melia!
Mile down.
Now you shall witness our power.
Everyone, do your best!
Nene, weather any storm.
Manifest yourself.
Down.
We can definitely do this! This'll leave a mark!
Come to the power of earth.
Split it!
Nene's
Manifest
starting to get
yourself.
toasty.
I'm really feeling it!
Nice moves, Mr. Shulk.
This victory is sweetest when you can share it.
Nene need more. More.
Cool! Let's keep this up! Bernardo!
Summon bolt. Water, the source of all life. Ether is flowing through me.
Battle soul! Alright, I'm feeling
Come
it!
to the power
Here
of
go.
Backslash!
Nene, ready and able.
Light heal!
star-searing
This'll
flames
leave
of
a
absolution. Manifest yourself.
Split edge!
Nene, shield.
And we are victorious.
Nene need more. More.
Piece of cake!
Now you shall witness our power.
Power of dead upon surge through Nene.
I'm ready! Ha! Ha! Backslash!
Manifest yourself.
Here go.
We can definitely do this!
Manifest yourself.
Nene's starting to get toasty.
Take me lightly at your peril.
Give it all you've got, Melia!
We are victorious.
Nice job!
Did Nene knock off socks?
Everyone, stay on your guard.
Nene, weather any storm.
So this is the legendary Monado. Summon Aqua! Take me lightly at your peril. I
Nene
feel
needs
the
screen
ether
time too.
building within me.
Miles down.
Battle soul!
Nene, shield.
This'll leave a mark!
Poison earth! Take me lightly at your peril.
Give it all you've got, Melia!
Star-searing flames of
I'm feeling it.
absolution! Flawless victory.
Did Nene knock off socks?
Piece of cake!
Oh. Okay.
Many bird people here.
Are there really only high-end here living here?
Oh there, strangers.
Ah, hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost. Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
I know, stupid fucking king.
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
I know. What a fucking place.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
I'm sure some of you stood up. Just
We're
saying.
not stupid, you know.
Wow.
We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this means we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling. Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So kind, Sir Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, we really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah, yes. I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool, if ever there was one.
Hey, he's just right there. He can probably hear you.
To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter. The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High Entia in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then?
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Gelgar is good friends! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ. If it not displease my ladyship too grossly, may I offer you my companionship on your journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Gelgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie below this point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away?
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See friend later. Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Let's see. Visiting the shops, you can buy weapons and armor in shops to help your journey go smoother. In this chapter of your adventure, you will not find armor among the spoils for defeating monsters, but you may find weapons that differ from what shops have on offer. There's no lack of people having problems on the Bionis shoulder. Through completing the quests they give you, you'll obtain rewards such as money and equipment in new color variations, suitable for use as cosmetics.
Yes.
Oh, what do you want? I know it's no business of mine to be asking outsiders, but would you consider assisting us with the hunt? Some of our people sustained injuries while out on the last one, leaving us somewhat short-staffed. Tell me in greater detail. Go down from here in the direction of the lake and you'll arrive at Navir Highland. There you should find some Machna's elks. We were able to lure them out with bait not long ago. Would it trouble you to defeat them and collect some elk's iron hearts for us? Once you've finished, be sure to lay some bait to the west of Navir Highland. They won't congregate if we don't coax them out, and our hunters could do with the assistance. X are quite partial to rainbow carrots. It would spare us a great deal of effort if you were to find some of us for us. What else do I gotta do? Damn. I hope it's not too much trouble to ask all of you this, but we'd greatly appreciate it if you could find the time. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. Well, maybe haste is not the right order. You have more than one. Firstly, I'd like you to defeat some Machina X and retrieve the X Iron Hearts. Oh, okay. What do you got here, buddy?
Hey.
Have you come here across Never Highland? Then you must have met those ether-based organisms along the way. I speak of the common monsters composed entirely of ether. Those ether organisms have appeared across Never Highland recently, and in large numbers too. There must be at least 2 points they're spawning from, as their exact properties differ based on location. Anyway, I'm concerned. When these organisms gather, they create a strong ether field that attracts other monsters. If you haven't seen them spawn yourself, it's possible there is some prerequisite to it happening that we're not aware of. If you notice a flock of these organisms in your travels, I'd like to ask you to eliminate them with all haste. Thank you very much. Actually, it's my little brother who told me all about this. He vowed to take the matters into his own hands if the situation did not improve on its own. But as his sister, I prefer that he not put himself in harm's way. I'm sorry to trouble you all, but I hope you understand. This is for the common good. Fortune be with you. Yeah, we'll do it. Common good? Huh? You mean only for your good? What are you talking about?
Hi there.
Am I still broke? Or I got 30,000? And by one thing. Of which I have two. I have two of these, apparently. Oh boy. Fighting. Need money. Just like the original game. But why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connect on Nintendo Switch. So we've finished the main campaign. Obviously, there's a lot to do in the main campaign still. But we'll just go ahead and play this very short chapter, which is offered as a bonus for those of you who purchased the Definitive Edition. So, continues the story on from after the events in the Xenoblade Chronicles, starring Melia, since I guess people didn't feel that her story arc was really richly fulfilled. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what they do as a little after story. It's kind of nice that it's a fairly common thing for Japanese RPGs to have like just a little bit more story that happens after the main event. After you defeat the antagonist. Something which isn't really commonly done in the West. Usually the West is like defeat antagonist, boom, you're done. And then if you want to know more, we'll make a whole full-fledged sequel. But in the Japanese RPG world, they usually give you a little bit afterwards to see how the party fares. And this even goes further by offering you some additional content. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.